I'm here with my guy Frank, who does the information station very well as well, I might add. Frank, you're probably one of the best people to speak to, given that you've seen the whole game play out, you had all the facts and figures in front of you. What was your assessment of that game?
Really disappointing performance. Two lapses in concentration have cost us the game today. One right at the very start, I'm talking not even a minute in. And then one right at the very end when the game should have been done and dusted. They were down to 10 men and we should have got the 3 points from that game. I think it's been mentioned a lot today. Fulham, regardless of the squad that we put out, is a team that we should be beating just by sheer stature of the club. To be fair, it's a fair result. All things considered, doesn't mean it's the right result for us though. So I'm not too happy about the result ultimately. Going into the performance, I don't understand what Mikel is seeing with this system. It's not working, and I feel like he's doing it in order to facilitate Havertz. Now, I was a big advocate for giving Havertz time. I said it in a previous interview. However, if it's not working, don't force it. Do not force it. If you're running at a brick wall, you're not going to keep running at the brick wall that you're clearly not going to get through, are you?
So you're saying after 3 games you can already tell it's not going to work?
No, I'm not saying it's not going to work at all. It's just it's not working at the moment.
Okay.
And for that very reason, I don't believe that Havertz can start against Manchester United because it's clearly not working at the moment. Take him out of the firing line for a little while. Put someone else in there. Fabio Vieira done very well when he came in. And ultimately, I do believe that we need to revert to our old system. I feel like Mikel is trying to fix something that wasn't broken. We nearly won the league with the system that we played last season. Why the need for changes? I don't get it.
No, you make a very interesting point. And, Havertz's name has been brought up a lot, especially after this match. A lot of people saying that it just, for whatever reason, doesn't appear to be working out. Are there any other areas of the pitch, though, that you have some concerns about?
Yeah, I do have the concerns, and I'll be honest, it's not his fault. But that right back slot for me, Thomas Partey, it's just not working. Again, it's not that he's playing terribly; it's not his position. Ultimately, Thomas Partey needs to be playing in a midfield three of himself, Declan Rice, and Martin Odegaard. That is, for me, one of the best midfield trios in the entirety of the Premier League. So if you've got that resource at hand, why is it not being used correctly? It doesn't make any sense to me.
And further up the pitch, we saw Trossard get the nod, which was surprising to some people. A lot of people, myself included, would have gone with Eddie, given his performance over the previous 2 games. What did you think of Eddie's performance when he did come on, though? Eddie
played great. And I'll be honest, I've been a big critic of Eddie Nketiah's. However, I absolutely love it when he proves me wrong. If he's going to score goals, that benefits Arsenal. And if it benefits Arsenal, I'm happy. He's scoring the goals. Can't complain about that. I would actually have him now start for Manchester United. I know Gabriel Jesus is fit, but it's all about sharpness. He played, 9 minutes today? He's just come back from an injury. I wouldn't rush him back into the lineup. If Eddie Nketiah is scoring goals at the moment, can't argue with that. Start Eddie up top. But it has to be in the old system. We cannot go into this game against Manchester United with the current system we're playing. We'll get wiped. We'll get completely wiped the floor with.
And I've got to ask you, the first goal, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Bit of a comedy of errors there. The pass from Saka. And then we saw Ramsdale go off balance and concede. Now, we all know Raya's at the club now. Many people are speculating as to, when he's going to get his opportunity. Would you like to see him in?
Not for the game against Manchester United. I think that would be seriously throwing him in at the deep end. Just on the goal, I kind of feel sorry for Bukayo Saka in the goal because I don't think he intentionally plays it to Ramsdale. I think he's trying to look for one of the other defenders and he's just overhit the pass, which is unfortunate. And then Ramsdale, I love to defend him. As a goalkeeper myself, Aaron Ramsdale's someone that I really do look highly up to. But he can't be defended for this. He's way too far off his line. And even with the shot, he gets beat at his near post. It's not a spectacular shot. He quite easily could have caught that, if we're in all honesty. But I feel like sometimes these mistakes overtake the fact that he has saved us on numerous occasions. So I don't want that to be the decision that comes from this. Just because he's made a mistake, we have to go and change him. Because for a fact he's going to save us 10, 11 points a season. So I think we need to stick with Ramsdale for now. Don't chuck Raya in the deep end. There'll be other games for that. Stick with Ramsdale, absolutely.
And just finally, next week sees the closing of the transfer window. Is there anyone you'd like to see come in, or are there any areas of the pitch that you feel we need to strengthen, given our, let's face it, less than exhilarating start?
It's a good question. Thanks for putting me on the spot with that as well. I don't necessarily think there's any areas that we need to strengthen. I would love to see, obviously I know we've just released another fullback to Kieran Tierney's obviously gone out on loan, which I don't necessarily agree with. Maybe get some depth on the wing-back slots, but I can't think of anyone in particular that at the moment, so I really wouldn't force it. No panic buys, just see what we can do.
No, sorry to cut you on the spot with that,
Cool.
but your answer's been great. Thank you very much.